Hello friends, welcome to NJCF. We are learning social science of 10th standard, and from this video we are going to start a new chapter, that is cultural heritage of India, sculpture and architecture. In the first chapter we talked about cultural heritage of India, how our cultural heritage is rich and varied. In the second chapter, we talked about handicraft and fine art. There are different kind of arts in our culture. Now, in this chapter, we are going to talk about sculpture and architecture. So, do you know the meaning of sculpture and architecture? You have seen these two words before. Pause the video and try to think about that. Is there any difference between sculpture and architecture, or both are same? Okay, let's talk about that in this video. We know that India is world famous for its rich cultural heritage. The art of sculpture and architecture has brought a unique identity to India. There are so many sculptures and architectures in our India, and they give a unique identity to India. Town planning of Indus culture of ancient India was greater than contemporary town planning of the world, and it is very remarkable. So, town planning of Indus Valley civilization is remarkable, and you can not see any other civilization richer than Indus Valley. Now, what is sculpture? Sculpture means to carve the feelings on stone, wood, or on metal with hammer and chisel. The art of shaping figures or design with facial expressions in round or in relief professionally performed by a sculptor with the help of chisel and hammer is known as sculpture. In short, sculpture means the art of shaping figures and design. And to do that, we use hammer and chisel. Here you can see sculpture. In other words, sculptures is an art of carving, modeling or processing hard materials into art. It can be visual and it can be fine art. Now let's talk about architecture. Simple meaning of architecture means art of construction. The word Vastu is used for architecture in Sanskrit language, and it is very much renowned it. In this reference art of constructing buildings, houses, towns, wells, forts, minarets, temples, mosques and tomb is called architecture. So whatever you see around you, for example, building houses, towns, forts, palaces, temples, mosques, is architecture. Skill of architect is seen in the art of his architecture. For example, Taj Mahal is sculpture, and the way it is constructed, that is called architecture. Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and every year many people visit to see the glory of Taj Mahal. So it gives unique identity to our nation. Now, after this, can you tell me the difference between architecture and sculpture? You can say that a sculpture is a type of 3-dimensional work, and architecture refers to the design, development and construction of building. So in this video, we are going to talk about different sculptures and architectures of India. First of all, we will start with, so here you can see some examples of architecture: well, fort, minaret, temple, mosque, and tomb. So these are different examples of architecture. Now let's talk about ancient Indian town planning. India has acquired expertise in the field of town planning. Many such towns have been found out during archaeological excavation work, and the towns were divided into three sections: fort of rulers, it is also known as citadel, then houses of administrative officers situated on the upper part of the town, and residences of common people situated on the lower part of town. So, in ancient time, towns were divided into three sections: forts of ruler, the upper part of the town, and the lower part of town. On upper part of town, administrative officers used to live, and in the lower part of the town, common people used to live. Forts for rulers were constructed on the upper part of the town. Upper part of the town is safe and protected with houses having 2 or 5 rooms. Houses on the lower part of the town are mainly constructed with handmade bricks. So people of Indus Valley civilization has developed many more beautiful and systematic towns than many other civilizations of the world from the architectural point of view. So as I said, Indus Valley civilization is more systematic and more beautiful as compared to other civilizations of the world. Among them, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro had the best town plan. You may have heard this word, Mohenjo-daro. This is one place, and right now it is located in Pakistan. We are going to talk about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa in the next video.